Defender 8, the most advanced weather radar in Florida.
So as you can see right now, conditions are fairly calm across the area. We're in between bands, but the storm is advancing closer to us. Now, what you see behind me is News Channel 8's Real-Time Wobble Tracker. It is exclusive to us. What it allows us to do is see exactly where the forecast track is from the hurricane center right there, and then where the center is in relation to that. You can clearly see for about the past half hour, 45 minutes, that the storm has wobbled to the east of the actual track. Now, oftentimes it wobbles back, and it has to do with the thunderstorms around the center. You can see how the thunderstorms have been skewed to the eastern side, kind of pulling the circulation towards the east. We're watching closely to see if those storms are able to spiral around the other side, and it's starting to happen right now, and wobble it or pull the system back on track again. So this will be something you need to watch closely over the next couple of hours or so, and you can watch it live at home on WFLA.com.
Meteorologist Rebecca Barry has made her way upstairs to join us on stream and to answer questions from people. We're going to start here with Max Fender 8 meteorologist Eric Stone, though, with this question. Max Peters on Twitter wants to know, are we still expecting power outages specifically in South Tampa?
Yeah, you know, it's really hard to pinpoint one specific area and say, hey, you know what, you're going to have power outages here, but downtown Tampa won't. Hey, you know what, this is a hurricane. It will be a major hurricane, and we'll have tropical storm force wind gust or even sustained winds. So, you know what, power outages definitely possible in South Tampa, Hillsborough County, Pinellas County, and throughout our area.
Yeah, and you know, Keith, we were also noting that wobble to the east right there on the live stream on Track in the Tropics, and that's why we started to get a couple of questions like this one from Virtual. Hashtag HAB, is there a possibility Idalia could shift more towards the Bay Area? People see that wobble east, Rebecca, and they immediately wonder, does that mean that it could continue to wobble east?
It's not out of the realm of possibilities. It would certainly be within the cone, but we're not really seeing any indication that that wobble will continue. Jeff's told us you can expect to see a zigzag pattern generally along the same straight line, but what we'll watch for is if that continues. It would need to continue for a greater duration, closer to an hour, for it to make any changes on the impact we would see across our area.
Of course, we won't be able to get out and see that for several hours until the water goes back down, because we're not expecting high tide, for 4 more hours here. So we've got a long way to go through this, JB.
All right. Jeff Patterson is joining us from near where landfall is going to be occurring, we believe, again, in the next hour as we bring up Wobble Tracker and our entire team. Let's actually get Jeff Patterson loaded up here, and then you guys can see the entirety of our team. And there's Jeff in the top right. So let's just quickly review and show everybody, show faces. Jeff Patterson there in the top right. Libby Dean is joining us from Tallahassee. Meteorologist Eric Stone is with me here in the Stream Center, and I'm monitoring your hashtag, HeyJB, really all the hashtag comments coming in from our Facebook Live, YouTube Live audience. Jeff Patterson, you're on with Max Fender 8 meteorologist Eric Stone. Let's bring you guys up here together. Eric, take it away.
Yeah, Jeff, you know, I just want to ask you, when we see these storm surge at 8, 9, 10 feet, it comes up pretty quickly. Now, you had showed us a route behind you of where you're going to go once that storm surge continues to rise. It did look like there were a lot of downed trees on the road. Do you have an escape route, and how far do you have to go? How high up is that escape route? Because it looks like that storm surge is going to increase by at least another 4 to 6 feet as you get close to high tide.
Yeah, and that's a great question. I'm sure people, who are watching this are wondering, how do those guys get out safely? We've got another, I'd say, 8 to 10 feet from where we are, and then if we back straight up the street here, another 10 feet beyond that. So, we're going to be safe.
Fact or fiction, Eric? As we bring up the real-time Wobble Tracker, we talk about Moultrie, we talk about some of the other communities on this map. Could wobbles change where the hardest hit or the most severe portions of the eye wall and the most severe portions of Idalia? Could a wobble to the west put some communities in play? Could a wobble to the east put other communities in play for the worst of this?
Yeah, it could. Right now the storm is looking to move just to the east of Valdosta. So if it does move slightly more to the west, you'd be in more of a prolonged period of time. You're going to be in the eye wall one way or another in Valdosta, right? But if it moves more to the west, if it wobbles, and it almost looks like right there, it's slightly to the west of the line. Valdosta could be in that eye wall for 45 minutes to an hour versus 20 to 30 minutes.